Today is 28th May 2016. Hi guys, my name is Bogdan. In the last 3 years I've been busy with testing and programming different trading strategies. I'm gonna show you a couple of my results. In the future you're also able to copy my trades. If you don't have any money, don't worry. The brokers I'm working with currently do give people bonuses, so you can already start without investing your own money. So even if you're skeptic about trading, this is a good way to start in this business. Alright, so let me just share my screen with you guys. So for those people who are not familiar with this program, it's called MetaTrader 4. It's being used by more than 600 brokers worldwide, and it's basically for free. Everyone can use it. You can just download it and start using it. You can see that basically you are able to trade different currency pairs and metals and CFDs. Now let me go over a couple of my results and explain you guys a couple of patterns I've been seeing. Alright, so you can see that this system started the 23 in February this year. This system started with the lowest lot size, so the lowest risk on each position. Basically what you can have is 0.01. So with each increasing of 0.01, you basically double your investment, so your risk also, of course. So an interesting observation I've come across. So for the people who are not familiar with the martingale strategy, basically the martingale strategy says that if you lose a position, basically you double up your investment, and in this way you should be able to cover your loss and also make a profit. Now what I just did is I just selected it on the lot size, so we should see an increasing lot size. As you can see, this system has been pretty stable. Now you see that it's increasing in lot size. Alright, so the highest lot size in the last 3 months was 0.8, and an interesting pattern starts to form here. I'm not sure if you already see it, but I will go ahead and tell you guys. So an interesting thing is that after the increments after 0.21, it's basically after losing about 5 times. The results of these trades, as you can see, are almost always in profit. And now wouldn't it be nice if we could send these signals, these are by the way the results of 9 different trading pairs, if we could send these signals to your account. But if you don't have a lot of money, 0.21 would be actually too big. Yeah, so what we can do is we can send this signal to your account and change the lot size in, for example, 0.01. So now you have the best signals based on a basically the strategy is called an objective strategy, because you base it basically on the amount of pip movement, right? Because after an amount of pip loss, it will increase the lot size every time. Alright, so let's have a look at the detail statement. So basically a detail statement is is an overview of the results. I'll just scroll down to show you guys the overview. Alright, here we go. So you can see that the system started with 25,000. We are up 38,000 currently. So in total, we had almost 4,000 trades, and you can see that the win-loss ratio is pretty good. And you know, this proves how stable the system basically is, and that's pretty awesome. So now I just want to show you guys a short overview of a couple of the results that I've produced also with other systems. So again, you can see that the system started in February the 20th, and you can see that this combo EA is almost 120% up, and also the other system have done pretty good. You can see they are pretty stable. This is a contest I'm doing with, so that's it's not counting right now. Most of them are just demo accounts, but to show you guys, I'm also having invested my own money, and you can see that basically this month we have done a pretty good job. If you like, you can always log into my FX book and keep track of the results. I just recently added a third account. I invested money over here, so yeah, we will see how that works out. Alright, now let's go a little bit deeper into the numbers that I've generated, because this pattern I just showed you guys is pretty important, especially, you know, if you want to minimize your losses and your drawdown, and I'm gonna explain you guys why. Alright, so what I did, basically I copied the detailed statement in Excel. As you can see, this is the trading system that that I just showed you a few seconds ago. And basically what I did is I color coded different lot sizes and categorized them in this way. And basically what I did was I copied all the results, and what I did was segregated each lot size. So now you can see the results, total results of each lot size. So I counted all the losses and all the winnings, and eventually I get a total and the results of these trades. So now you can see that basically at the 0.01 we in total we had 141 euro, and as you can see, this system done a very good job. I'm very proud of this. But an interesting thing to recognize here is that the higher I go in lot size, the less total loss I have on the account. And another thing to consider is that basically if you would copy only lot sizes after 0.21, It basically means that these trades normally are open on your account. So these trades actually function as a drawdown, right? So keep that in mind. This is a very important part, and this is why I think this strategy has got so much potential to succeed. Alright, so I'll just show you a couple of other results. Again, this is another grid martingale system. You can also see over here that the system had 710 total trades, a little bit lower in percentage of win on the position. But again, you know, if you're using a martingale strategy, basically when you double up your lot sizes, you increase your risk, and also the chance of winning becomes higher. So let's have a look at a couple of these results. You can see that you know, these kinds of winning streaks is what you actually want to have. And if we look at the results of these trades, you can see at the 0.01 we had a total of 39 euros. This is a negative number, and again, the higher we go, the less loss we encounter, right? And the higher the gains also become. So just imagine if you can have all these signals, send it to your account, and you know, almost eliminating the drawdown on your account. So the profit factor you know, becomes much higher. Now a similar system, but based on a stochastic. Stochastic is an oscillator. You know, in MetaTrader 4 there are many trading strategies, indicators. As you can see, the stochastic. Another system that I'm using is the Williams percentage. This indicator I'm also using in the in one of the systems. If you're not familiar with this name, Bill Williams, he's a genius. He also talks about fractals. If you can recognize fractals in the graphs, you basically can predict the future. So definitely look into that if you have some time. Alright, coming back on the stochastic. Basically, again, this is a martingale strategy, and what you see is that basically you see a little bit higher lot sizes over here. Now originally this system was meant for a small account, because you know it can martingale pretty high, but what I've learned is that if you change the grid size, so basically, you know, after a certain amount of points going up or down, it will place a new grid, a new trade, right? But what I've done is I've changed the grid size from 35 to 150. So basically now the trades increments should be much later. So in this way you're able to reduce the amount of increments in the lot sizes. So I've done that for the USD COT, USD API, and the Euro API. So if I will encounter more in the future, what I don't think so, maybe from the other pairs, but if I encounter, you know, basically above 3 lot size, I will start increase the grid size so we don't have these higher lot sizes. to make the system more stable, basically. So if we have a look at the results of this system, again you can see that the 0.01 had a negative total, also negative, and you can see that the losses, the higher we go in lot sizes, the lower the losses basically become. If we have if we have a look at the total, you can see that we have a nice amount of money over here. But again, just imagine if you can have just this signal, send it to your account in a different lot size. If your account is low, if you don't have a lot of money, you know, you can just you can basically even trade trades from a higher lot size, so that you will have, you know, the best signals in the market. So this is almost the same trading strategy, but this is based on the RSI. This is another indicator in the MetaTrader 4 platform. You can see we had 1233 trades. These percentages again are, you know, they are not the best, but in the end it's not about the percentages, it's more about you know, do you close your position in a loss or in a win? And this is the most important in trading. You know, a position, when you open a position, it can go against you. It's not about, you know, losing that trade, it's about how you handle that position. All right, if you are able to anticipate and or change direction or increase your lot size after a certain amount of loss, you can always come on top. So, you know, always try and be able to adapt to the markets. Now, an interesting thing about this system is that you can see that basically it doesn't have these higher lot sizes. It did have one, but another thing to consider is that the grid size of this system is 70 for each trading pair currently. So again, what I did is I changed it to 150. So also in the future, I don't expect it to go higher than 3-4. But again, you can see that the same pattern are visible over here. The amount of win-loss ratio becomes much more stable the higher we go in lot sizes. So if we have a look at the total, you see that the 0.01 had a negative total, also this, and next to it also. So, and then you see again the 0.21, the 0.2 has a positive total, and again the higher we go, the less drawdown and the loss on the accounts become, and also the profit become higher. So that's pretty good. And this is almost the same system again, but you can see that again this is based on the William percentage, and the grid size of this was 40, and you can see because of that the lot size also becomes higher, because it will increase the lot sizes faster after a certain amount of loss. So again, I changed it to 150, and also in the future I'm expecting not to see these higher lot sizes. So if we look at the total, these results, you can see that, you know, the total 0.01 again had a negative, and again from the 0.2 positive total, and the rest are all positive. So again, these were one of the best signals in the market. Alright, so this was it for now. If you're interested in copying my trades, just leave a comment below. I'm almost done with a couple of extra things I have to prepare for you guys, but basically I can give everyone the best signals in the market. You know, it's not based on a gambling strategy or something, because it's an objective strategy basically. All right, I'm generating the best signals based on total movement in pips in the markets. All right, so this is giving us a huge advantage by trading this way. Alright guys, thank you for listening. I will be speaking to you soon again. Cheers.